Y'all know nothing about this. You need to pay attention. Sit back and relax. It's time for Goodall's Country Kitchen.
All right, we're down here on Bardstown Road, right in the middle of the Highlands. I got my Surface Noise shirt on. You know how I always like to get my hippie groove on. Whoa!
Oh my God. All right, take 3.
All right, down here on Bardstown Road, middle of the Highlands, and we're at Ramsi'S Cafe on the World. And I got Chris Mattingly back in the house with us today. Chris, you go ahead. Tell me what you know about this place.
Not a lot. I always walk by it, and the interior of it always looks really cool. Like a nice little patio they have out there. But I'm coming into this really blind, so I really don't know what to expect. I believe it's more of a international flair to it, if that's correct, along with some American dishes.
Right.
You might be able to speak a bit more on that. But
Right. The only time I've ever been here before was probably 25 years ago with a friend of mine named Kenny George, who is no longer with us. But we came here one night. He's Lebanese, and I think you could get Mediterranean dishes at the time is why he was here. But what little bit I read about it was they serve dishes like the name says, Cafe of the World. They have influences from Spain, Egypt, even down south in Alabama. So it sounds like a really interesting menu. You notice I got my Surface Noise shirt on. Anytime I come to the Highlands, I like to wear it because you know I like to get my hippie groove on. What's your name? Who's your daddy? He's rich. Is he rich like me? Damn, I thought somebody wrecked. All right, enough gun flapping. Let's go on in here and get cultured and take a little trip around the world. It's the time of the season for loving. I'll tell you the truth, I'm kind of getting a Disney World kind of vibe here. You know, like the international feel to it. Really groovy courtyard out here, which they don't really have it set up open right now because it's been really cold, but it's 65 degrees today, so I took advantage of it.
I'm so sorry, but you are my favorite YouTuber.
What?
Yeah.
No
Can I take a
kidding?
picture with you?
Do you mind being on this YouTube
That's
video?
fine. That's fine.
Sure. Well, small world, isn't
It
it?
is.
And what's your name, young lady?
Maddie.
Maddie. Okay. Appreciate you hollering at me. All right. As I was saying, it has that Disney World vibe to it, you know, like you're at Epcot. This is part of what I've always said, that Louisville has all kinds of international flair, different options. You know, you don't have to spend the money to go to Disney World and go to Epcot. You can get it all right here in Louisville. But this is really cool. Look at this. They got like an old library here. We're going to be eating here in the library. You see Chris got us set up over there. And this actually is the original dining room, which I was at 25 years ago with Kenny George. And this was actually the kitchen back then. All right, you see they've got a nice bar, the original bar here. I don't know what the history of this building is, but this looks like it would have been an original bar that came with the building before Ramsi'S was even here. But you look and see they got the finest Kentucky bourbons there. And look at all of the decor on the ceilings and The woodwork. Look at that decorative crown molding there. Wow. Trying to keep everybody out of the camera, going over the heads. Look here on this wall. This looks like it has Middle Eastern African theme to it over here. Oh, yeah. All right. That must be the Spanish theme over here on this wall. This is really neat. I can see I'm going to be eating more than one entree today because, you know, I got to spread it around and try everything. Oh, yeah. Pictures of all kinds of places from around the world, artifacts. Okay. And there's some more African artifacts. Man, you can't beat the atmosphere here. Bedouin Customs. Look at that. Man, you could come in here and get all kinds of culture with all the artifacts and the different decor. This is amazing. Every time I look around, I'm finding something else really cool. And look at that chandelier. Wow. Oh, wow. Great timing. Oh, wait.
We're going to be Indian inspired.
Indian, you say?
Yeah.
The samosas? Okay. And this has Middle Eastern background also. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, we're going around the world today, I promise. So far, we're going to China, Egypt, the Middle East, and India. So that's doing some traveling right there. Samosas from India. And look how pretty that is. The plating, all the colors. I mean, that makes it even taste better. That's scientific fact.
Yeah.
When it's plated well, it actually builds the anticipation and gets the juices flowing. And this is the one that we ordered originally, which has goat cheese and roasted garlic that you spread onto the toasted bread. There it is, the roasted garlic right there. All right, I'm going to start with this goat cheese because you don't find goat cheese too often in the restaurants. It's marinated with the red peppers, roasted red peppers, and the black olives. What do you call the black olives? What's the name for those? Kalamata or something?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, try this that way first. Look at there. How pretty that is. So tasty. The marinade in there and the spices. It's incredible. Now I'm going to try something that I've never had before. It's roasted garlic, and I was told that it spreads right onto the bread. Oh yeah, look at that. It spreads right on there. And I want to get some more of these veggies and cheese. Let me get one of these roasted red peppers. Now look at that. That's a thing of beauty right there. We're in virgin territory here. We're both eating things that we have never had before. No diddy.
So
You might be able to use your fork, but I did it with a knife.
let me try
See,
here.
you know we're rookies. Look at us. You notice he's got his Louisville City soccer shirt on. If y'all missed the last review with Chris, he's a contract sports writer, does work for the Courier Journal every now and then. There you go. You got it. Now you kind of spread it on there.
Well, shoot.
Goes better with a knife.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
we're just going to do it here and let this, folks.
You know what? You do whatever technique you want to do. How about that? But yeah, he specifically likes to write sports articles about soccer, whether it be local high school, are professional, Louisville City.
That's tremendous.
Yeah,
Great,
isn't it though?
great garlic flavor.
That cranial
Right.
explosion of
You have
flavor.
to work to get to it, but it's delicious.
Mhm.
I'll try this part here.
Yeah, don't be scared of it. Just take control of it, like you own it. There you go. Get aggressive, like a nice bite you got going there. Kalamata olives. I think that's how you pronounce them.
Try this technique here. Well, may not work like that. Okay.
Look how proper Chris is.
Oh, wow.
He was raised right.
Really good flavor. The olives just bring everything out. It adds another flavor to it, accentuates it.
Mm-hmm. I'm over here eyeballing these samosas. The only kind of samosas I've ever had before were African, so this is going to be all new to me. Never had an Indian samosa. All right, so here we go. Indian samosas. I'm not sure what this is.
Looks like is it red pepper maybe?
That's some kind of pepper.
Yeah.
And not sure about the green, but I'm assuming, oh, it's got a nice little creeping heat to it there, by the
Okay.
way. All right.
That
Take
should
one
be
of these.
filled
And
with potatoes and peas.
it says potatoes and peas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Yeah. So it's got a good filling inside.
I'm not even going to double dip. Look. The spices in there are great. I can feel the heat, but it's not a heat that's going to overwhelm you. And I'm not sure what that green sauce is, but that gives it a nice tang. And what is really impressive about these samosas is the crust is so light and flaky. It's unbelievable.
I've had Indian samosas before from Shalimar Indian restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of used to this, but let's see how their version of it is. All right.
Oh, I can hear the crunch all the way over here. It's really good.
Yeah, you're right. It does have a little bit of a spice to it. It's not real spicy, but it has a little tang to it.
Yeah. All right, I can't stand it. Sorry, Chris.
It's delicious.
I got to move in, take charge of this. Mmm. You know, this is another one of those vegetarian or vegan dishes, believe it or not. By the way, Chris looked up the green sauce.
Tamarind?
Tamarind. Well, you can see, you notice we didn't like it much. And we're about ready to clean this up too.
Well, and what I like about those samosas is you really don't need much sauce to go with it. I think it's good just on its own.
Right.
Really, the crust and the filling that's inside is really tremendous.
For this one, I'm just going all the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to dip it right into the marinated oil. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Now you're talking. He just ladled a whole spoonful of that marinade on there. Wash it down with a little diet. Now, you know, I can't waste any of the soppings.
There you go.
Get that good tamarind sauce Dishwashers in restaurants just love me. Fantastic. Wash that down with a little more diet. Don't be scared. You can have the last toast.
That's all yours, Barry.
You sure?
Oh yeah. We'll save some room for my entree.
Okay. You can get all these garlics out. We can't waste any of this.
Right.
Yeah. We'll muddle it. This is just something I thought of. This is not like actual technique that they would use in the Middle East, I'm sure. But if you want to get the whole full cranial flavor burst, you get creative and you come up with techniques. There you go.
Looks beautiful.
Thank you. I ain't wasting any of this. The flavor's right there in the bottom of that bowl. Thank you. I'm sure that server's traumatized by what she just witnessed when she came up to clear our table away. And I don't know what this is laying on the table. I don't care if they didn't even clean the table before we got here. I ain't wasting nothing. Wash all that down with a little diet. The polar vortex is on its way to Louisville, and that means ice storms are on their way too. When the ice gets up underneath the shingles and then thaws out, it causes leaky roofs. That's why you need to call Morley Roofing. Been in business since 1981. They stand behind all their work, and if you mention this ad, you get a 22% discount off any out-of-pocket expense. They do commercial and residential. So don't let me be hearing that Randy Travis song, I told you so. Oh, I told you so.
If your roof looks poorly, call Morley.
All right, food's here. This is my Egyptian kitchen. Okay.
Wow.
Can you go ahead and
Oh my God.
tell everything that's in there? Because I wouldn't be able to give it justice.
So we've got, let's see, the lentils, chickpeas, basmati rice, ditalini, which is a small round pasta. Ramsay is also great at describing the menu.
We have the noodles that are made with 100% ground rice flour.
Okay.
And then it's a traditional dish because we modified it because in Egypt they put oil and stuff like that, so we don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
We make the harissa, that's Moroccan harissa.
Oh.
It has no food coloring, none whatsoever. I think if you like hot sauces, you would enjoy this.
Then I do. I like it as hot as I can get it.
Good.
And you heard that? That is Moroccan.
You know,
So
the spices are Moroccan. The peppers is 100% pepper product. No, nothing else. So it has no food coloring.
Oh, okay. All natural coloring. You know it's going to be hot, like red fire.
It is.
They're not stingy with the portions here. I mean, look at this huge amount of rice and a big piece of fish and 2 crab cakes on top of it with these stir-fried vegetables. So I don't even know where to start.
Again, the plating
Right.
just like makes you almost go into a panic mode to get into it.
Well, and I feel like I'm going to take a picture actually with my phone.
It is so
before I
pretty.
get into it.
I'm going to show mine before I start devouring mine. The Egyptian kitchen with poached eggs. All right, go ahead, Chris.
All right. We'll start, I think, with this crab cake.
Wow. Chris is so refined.
Oh, wow. That's
He's-
very rich.
You can tell he was raised right, been to the finest schools.
I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah. Cultured.
Oh, that is tremendous. Very rich crab cake. It's not real fishy. It's just got a real good buttery taste to it. Cut into this fish now.
Ooh.
It's real
And I
delicate.
notice you got some of that gravy on that bite too. Talk to
Yeah, I'm
me.
not sure what kind of sauce that is. It's just real buttery, and like I said, it's tremendous. Let's see if I can get some of these vegetables here too.
Complete cranial flavor burst about ready to happen here, folks.
It's really good. These stir fry vegetables, tremendous. I think we made a good selection by coming here.
And just look at the coloring. You know, you have, your main entree with your rice, and then you have the crispy sauteed, colorful vegetables, gives it the full plating presentation and flavor. Wow, I can't wait to talk to the owner, Ramsay, at the end here. You already heard it from the horse's mouth. We had Chef Ramsay himself told what was in it, but yeah, the lentils and rice. This is a vegan dish minus this poached egg. But, I love the accentuation of egg yolk. I think it accentuates anything you would put on it. Now, I'm going to try a bite of this without the Moroccan pepper sauce. It's called harissa from Morocco, and you can just see those pepper seeds in there. All right, one bite naked.
He had to take his glasses off.
All right, now the harissa. This is what I'm talking about right here. I already know it's going to be fire.
I'm curious to see if it's spicy or.
Oh, it's going to be spicy. It's got chickpeas in there. Look at there, totally vegan, except for the egg.
Here we have the poached eggs.
Well, thank you. Look, more poached eggs for more accentuation. I tell you, I've lost my composure. That was so good. I was dropping stuff on the floor. All right, let's try another bite
Everything is just filled
with
with so
the
much flavor.
harissa and some accentuation with more egg yolk. That's beyond wanting to slap somebody. That's at another level. All right, Chris, I want to take this last bite because I know you're over about ready to mule punch somebody, or you're over about ready to mule kick somebody. Last time I said mule punch or donkey punch, they started chirping in the comment section. Mule kick. I'm telling you right now, if I could have this, like have a chef, like say hit the lottery, I get a private chef, I would eat this every day the rest of my life. It's so good. And to be vegan, who would have thought? That's one of the best things I've ever had before.
How would you say it is on the spice level?
Even with that Moroccan pepper sauce, it's not overwhelming hot. I would say on the heat from a 1 through 10, even with that Moroccan sauce, 7 on the heat level.
Yeah.
But 10 on flavor, quit fronting. Now you know why this place has been in business for 32 years. All right, so I've been over here hogging up all the camera. Tell me about yours some more, Chris.
Well, everything is just so flavorful and rich. This pesto cream is really great, but I'm loving these stir-fried vegetables. It's not your average stir-fry, and it's filled with flavor. You got the snap peas here, the carrot, broccoli, there's some mushrooms, but everything is just, they have the flavor down pat. Everything that they're serving here from what we've had so far. And you get 2 crab cakes on top of it. So, I mean, it's one heck of an entree. Portion size.
2 crab cakes? How many pieces of fish came with it?
I think just the one big piece of fish here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really just beyond delicious.
I don't know if you can see. I'm trying to get up close. But you can see the lentils and the chickpeas. So it's just so much flavor. Even though it's vegan, it's just loaded with flavor. Oh, and then that Moroccan pepper sauce, man, just takes it to another planet. All right, coming down the stretch, I got the Shanghai stir fry. And I'm keeping this all the way vegan. You can substitute, you can put shrimp in there, you can put chicken. But I went with the tofu. I'm just keeping it all the way vegan today. I think they thought that both of us were going to be eating this today because they gave us like serving spoons and separate plates and all that. But they always underestimate me, Chris. All right, but you know what? I like to get some more of that Moroccan pepper sauce
Yeah, that'd go great
with this. But it's got all the different kinds of vegetables, snow peas, carrots. I see zucchini, broccoli. I guess we were disturbing them. We just lost the table. Our next door neighbors got up and relocated. I guess the animal noises were too much for them. The Moroccan pepper sauce. Can I get a little dish of that?
The one that came on the side of the Egyptian kitchen?
Yes,
Yeah,
I love it. I'd like to jazz this up with some of that too.
Yeah, you can take it.
Thank you. All right. Before I get that pepper sauce, let's just go ahead and get a bite of this naked. And you know what? I think this is the tofu.
Looks like it, yeah.
I'm going to get a tofu and a zucchini. I'm telling you, I could eat vegan food the rest of my life, Chris.
Never thought I'd hear you say that.
Now, if you told me that that wasn't meat, it has the texture and taste of chicken. I'm sure whatever they sauteed it in, gave it a nice flavor. Everything's wonderful. If you had told me that this was vegan, I would have bet you money this was not vegan because it tastes so good.
We make anything you ask for. If you want vegan, we make vegan. We have different sauces. So, and maybe 60% we could convert into gluten-free.
I'm telling you, this is fantastic. I'd be vegan the rest of my life if I had you to cook for me.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. And look at all the colors. Everything here looks like a Rembrandt, a Picasso, a C.J. Fletcher painting. It's just so pretty. I think Chris got interested in that tofu.
I couldn't resist seeing him talk how good it is. So let's see.
You know, Chris, he'll keep it all the way honest.
You can't even tell that it's a tofu. It doesn't quite have a texture of a meat, but it's flavored very well to not even really notice a difference. So, yeah, that's excellent.
All right, I'm gonna reload. Oh, there's a big old piece of that tofu. All right. So now I want to try this round with some of this Moroccan pepper sauce. Tofu and zucchini. I know it's a lot of work to cook vegan because, you know, you have to find the ingredients and, you know, you have to be careful the way you prepare it to make sure it doesn't, you know, mix with anything that's touched meat and stuff. But, oh, yeah, if I hit the lottery, I'm definitely hiring a vegan chef. And he should be bottling that Moroccan pepper sauce. All right.
I'm trying.
Chris
folks.
is like a distance runner.
I'm trying.
Slow but sure. He's almost to the finish
It's a marathon,
line.
not a sprint.
There you go. Oh, Arabian Sunday. And what did you say this one is here?
That one's the caramelized banana trifle. So it's similar to banana pudding, but we cook the bananas in rum.
Mm-hmm. And a creme brulee, bourbon creme brulee.
Yeah.
Get a little taste of Kentucky Derby here with the bourbon creme brulee.
That's right. Wow, look at that chocolate. Yeah, dig into this if you want.
No. Get into mine. I don't want them chirping in the comment section how I'm stealing everybody's food. So, what are you thinking here?
Oh, chocolate lovers heaven. It is very good.
So, if you're a bourbon drinker, are you going to be happy with that, or can you taste the bourbon?
You know, I taste more chocolate than bourbon, and the strawberries add a nice flavor
You
to
know
it.
what?
Too.
I will.
Yeah, you might taste it differently than
I'm
me.
just going to take a small portion here. Oh, yeah. Just a small hint of bourbon. All right, I better get to moving on this before this vanilla ice cream. Baklava, ice cream, and the fudge. Pretty simple, yet delicious. Oh, I could hear the crunch of the baklava when I put the spoon in it. I want to get look at that ice cream and fudge. Get some with that strawberry on there. Okay. Banana trifle. Y'all know I've had some of the best banana puddings in all the top soul food joints in Louisville. But that right there might top them all. That is just like a banana pudding.
I like the dish that it's served in.
Wow. This banana trifle, it ain't trifling. I can tell you that 100%. Vegan dessert. Can you tell me about it?
Coconut milk, but it has to be organic. So it does not have emulsifier. So if you put it in the freezer, the water separates and the cream floats on top. It will be frozen. So then we take the cream, separate, and we just whip it like you would whipped cream. Put that stuff in.
And what else is in there? Chocolate or?
Chocolate is made. Eat it, and then I'll tell you what's all in it.
Oh, you can't tell me. Oh, okay. All right.
Here's a couple of plates.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll be back.
Coconut milk, huh? It's some kind of like chocolate cake.
Oh,
It looks like, or tastes like to me. Of course, Ramsay will fill us in, tell us what the rest is, but it's very good, especially for vegan.
And then we process it, and we add vanilla to it, cacao, and other stuff in the mousse. And once we pull it out, and it's the texture of mousse. We put oil, we don't put milk or dairy product.
We have the honor to speak with the owner, Chef Ramsay. Can you give us a little background on where it was that you developed all the talent that you have in presenting all these different kinds of cuisines here?
I went to Iowa State, and then I came to Kentucky to do a master's in mechanical engineering, and I got married to an American girl, so I had to take, besides my assistantship, I took a part-time job at Coach Rick Pitino's restaurant in Lexington. I left the business and I rented this small place. I thought, I could make some ends meet, but we got busy right away because at the time we had a wide range of food, including vegan food from day one. So we got very busy. How did we find the food? It's traveling and look for ingredients, not for recipes.
I like how you stated that. You said it's about the ingredients,
That's
not
right.
recipes.
Not the recipes.
That's great. And the Patino restaurant you mentioned, was that Bravo's?
Bravo Patino in Lexington.
If someone's coming for the first time and they're kind of a bit overwhelmed by the menu, what would you recommend just to somebody for the first time? What dish?
Well, a lot of times people ask me what I do like, and or sometimes the server would tell the customer, "Oh, my favorite is so and so," and I always tell them, that's not how it goes, because when they tell you what's your favorite meal, they're trying to see what would be their favorite meal. So I'll ask them, I don't tell them what to eat, but I say, what are you in the mood for? And then if they tell me what they're in the mood for, I ask, vegan, do you have any sensitivity? Because we make each item separate. So if somebody said, hey, this has, say, I don't know, Jamaican spices, and they don't like that, so we could pull that out of their meal and make it whatever they want. But it's really about the customers, not about our food.
Right.
We could make anything they want.
Customize it.
Customize it. Yeah.
I'm really impressed with the decor and the artifacts. And it's like when you go into different parts of the rooms, you feel like you're moving into a different country. How in the world did you acquire all of these artifacts and artwork and all that stuff?
Mom used to take us to the side of crucifixion for service every Sunday. And the place is full of mosaic and old paintings. So when we go to service, I'm always looking at the mosaic and the art, and my mom would be shaking me, telling me, look on that side.
And was that in Jerusalem?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I grew up between the 8th Station of the Cross and the 9th Station of the Cross. And we had the liquor store. We're Christians, so we could sell pork and everything, including alcohol. So it's a very small place with 37,000 people. So people shoulder to shoulder, but most people that come there, they're going there to go to the Wailing Wall and go into the procession of the cross. So I would stand in front of our store and I would see one group after the other, and from every country you could imagine. And after a while, I could see moms and dads and brothers and sisters rather than see, this group or that group. So when we wanted to order here, I put the tables close to each other because I want to mimic the streets and the hustle and bustle that we had back home and the diversity of the people. From day one, our people looked like all of America.
Well, Ramsay, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. This has been an experience, not just dining, but this is very cultural. There's a lot that can be learned by coming here, especially talking to you, because you just took me to basically Jerusalem. Like your talking makes me feel like I'm almost there. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Y'all don't know nothing about this Ramsay's Cafe on the World.